Chin tucked boxing, baby.
Yep, you know what time it is, man. This is, of course, your favorite channel, man, CTB. This is Chin Tuck Boxing. I'm your boy, Jay Slay. Say what up to him, man.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, most definitely. You know what you're tuning into, man. This is the segment we call here Chin Check. It's when we rock you guys' chin with boxing news, boxing information, boxing rumors. Sometimes we put a bit of money in you guys' pocket by giving you the odds of the fight. But first, we're going to start with the big news, man. A fight that I'm really excited for, man, that I can't wait. We kind of talked about this fight a little bit earlier in the year when it started to be a little chit-chatter between both camps. You know, the Errol Spence camp and the Terence Crawford camp. Apparently, the fight has been put up. It's actually been, was it WBC, right? They ordered the fight?
Yeah, WBC.
WBC have ordered the fight between Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson for their vacant WBC title at 135 pounds, man. So again, it's going to be Shakur. Pretty much it's Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence camp. You know what I'm saying? The beef started from there. Now it's essentially they're going to have a fight, possibly being up for a purse bid later, so we know we get in the fight no matter what promoters say about this fight, man. What do you think about that? Promoters not having to say so, pretty much being, you know, up for purse bid and the fight itself, man. How excited are you about the fight?
I'm excited about the fight because I really think this fight can actually happen. Normally you get a purse bid and it's for a belt that neither one of them have. Normally the fight gets made. So I'm confident because, like you said, the promotional banners can't really block the fight or stop the fight. So with the purse bid, they should both get a fair share of the profit from the fight. It should be an easier fight to negotiate because, like I said, you're not gonna really be talking numbers. It's already gonna be settled by the purse bid. So I'm excited for it. I think it's a good fight. Like I told you before, though, I think Shakur Stevenson is the man at 135. I wouldn't pick anybody over him at 135. But Frank Martin wants all the smoke. And like I said, in boxing, if you got a guy that want all the smoke, man, I do not get in the way of stopping him from taking the fight. So big up to both of them. They can make that fight official.
Most definitely. It's a fight. I mean, I'm not making my prediction right now, but this is a fight that's heavily, in my opinion, in Shakur Stevenson's favor. So this will be his first championship fight at 135, and Frank Martin, this is his first championship fight too, if I'm not mistaken.
You don't think it'll be his toughest fight?
Shakur Stevenson's toughest fight? It could be. It could be. Stylistically, it could be, but I just think when it comes to like the defensive acumen of Shakur Stevenson, I think it's going to be hard for Frank Martin. I look at the fight the same way I look at the Errol Spence Terence Crawford fight. I just see the very fundamental, very sharp, you know, very, very active Frank Martin coming in there. I guess a guy who's very defensive sound, and it just takes away his opponent's best weapons. I see it being the same exact way, to be honest. Only difference is between Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin. I think Shakur Stevenson got a slight height advantage, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta look it up, but I think he's slightly taller with a slightly longer reach. So that also got to play in the hands of it. Punching power is just debatable. We don't know who has the harder punch. Frank Martin has cracks in some people, and Shakur Stevens seems he has cracks in some fights, but it seems like he kind of held back and pretty much more defensively sound more than, you know, sitting down on his punches. But yeah, I'm very excited about the fight, man. I'm glad it's up for purse bid. I really don't care who screams who has the rights to the fight. I watch the fight on the zone if it goes on the zone. You know what I'm saying? So this is a fight that I am very excited about. I'm glad that the WBC is making this fight. The WBC is known to have some shady shit in there when it comes to this type of, you know, getting it. I'm going to go ahead and say it. They normally will put, I thought it was going to put Cruz up there for it. In my honest opinion, I thought it was going to put Pitbull Cruz up for the WBC fighter. I think you called it a little while ago. You said it's going to make him the mandatory for somebody back in the day. But I think that last performance he had on the Shakur, the undercard wasn't that great, so they decided to put, you know, the other guys in. How do you see that fight going if it happens, man? How do you, not going your prediction so much, but how do you see that fight happening? And do you think Frank Martin actually has a chance in that fight? Because I'm pretty sure he's going to open as a big underdog.
I mean, at the moment, I think he don't really have a chance. I think that he's going to, he could be competitive for a couple rounds. I think the Martin, best thing he can do is try to make it a physical, rough fight, ugly fight, a lot of holding, a lot of hitting between punches. He's going to have to make it a fight like that. Because if you just going on boxing skills and ring generalship, I think that Shakur Stevenson is levels above Frank Martin. But I think Frank Martin is a gritty fighter. And when you deal with a guy like Shakur Stevenson that's so fundamentally sound and so sharp and so good technically, you're going to have to make it a gritty, ugly, dirty fight in order to win. So Frank Martin has those attributes that made it do that, but I don't think it's gonna be enough for a guy that's as crafty as Shakur Stevenson. I think he wins fairly easily, but I think it could be his toughest fight. But if his toughest fight still could be a uncompetitive fight because he haven't had a competitive fight. So even though I think it'll be his best test, I still think it's an easy win for him, even though he might have times when he gets challenged. But we also get to see for the future how Shakur Stevenson will look against Tank Davis or Haney by what he looked like against Frank Martin.